Finding our Pilates stance, spreading the toes, and then wrapping and lifting the knees. So it's hard to tell with these patterns, but I'm pulling these legs around, pulling the kneecaps upward. And when you pull your kneecaps upward, some of you will feel your pants fit differently or your shirt hangs differently because it sends this whole inner and outer thigh support for the pelvis upward into your abdominal core. Yeah, pelvic and abdominal core. All right, so take a nice breath again. Big inhale, let it expand. Exhale, pull your kneecaps up. Yeah, so you feel that little whoop coming up through your system. Good. Inhale, let it expand. Pubic bone and tail open. Good. Exhale, they come together as those kneecaps lift up. Good. And one more time. Expand. Good. Exhale, engage. Earthquake. Good. All right. Keeping that lift. Can you inhale? Let your pelvic floor open, but we're not going to give up your kneecaps. Good. Exhale. Let those arms just reach down and out. They're not going to come high, just down and out. Good. Inhale, float them in. Exhale. Lift up, down and out. So we're starting to use that exhale breath as we raise our arms. So it's opposite of when we're just trying to get our air to expand. Here, we're imagining that we're lifting 2 heavy weights in our hands. And maybe we've just powered up out of a squat, right? Good. It's like when you're at the party and someone says, can you get me another drink? And it happens to be one of those giant Belgian things and you've got to hand it off to the side, right? So you need, I know, I don't drink those, but I have friends who do. Think of, what was his name? Jeff Vander and those giant Belgian, I don't know what it is, some kind of, yeah. Good, and one more time. That's it, good. So hold those arms out here. And then we're just gonna breathe. Can you pull the kneecaps up? Good. Inhale, expand, keep your kneecaps up. Pull your pelvic floor up, good. Inhale, expand, keep your kneecaps up. Exhale. And one more time. Good, all right, bring those arms down. Take them forward. Let your chest lift with these guys. So you have a moment of just thinking like a back bend almost, but your hips stay in place. Good, arms circle around gently behind you. Just wake up the shoulders a little bit more, good. Inhale up, exhale, back and down, good. Let's do 3 more, inhale up. As you bring those arms down, can you lift your spine higher, further away from your sacrum, further away from your heels, good. And one more, up. Find that length, 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 length. Beautiful, very lovely, good. Let's open into parallel, good. And then we're just gonna take little step. So I wanna step, he's gonna lose it. Right foot forward, push onto the toe, dig into your front heel, and then rock back. And then switch feet. Other foot forward, press with the back foot, dig into the front heel. It's gonna turn the brakes on, and you're gonna feel your stabilizers turn on right up here where the hip meets where the thigh meets the hip. Yep. Dig in the front heel, dig it down. That's it, good. And one more. Dig it down. Yeah. Does everyone have some small sense of that? This little zit that happens when you get that heel to pull, push and pull. Yeah, the availability of the feeling. Yeah, that. Okay. And that might be a pattern that might have contributed to that. So it's good to notice. I think what Suzanne just said is fantastic, that she can feel the difference in availability of sensation. That has something to do with our pelvis tilt, and it also has something to do with how we motor, right? How we move. So we might be underutilizing, understabilizing on one side. Okay, so let's grab our weights. Yeah. Our legs should be a little bit warm. Yep. You found your 10s? Woo, woo. So bone health, right? Something heavy for your legs, right? We want hips and legs and lumbar spine, right? Also, whole spine, shoulders, right? So if we're doing this right, we're doing something good for our whole body.
Oh,
two weights. All right, collarbones open and spread apart. So I'm going to show you two versions of me not doing it well. One is slumpy shoulders, forward, and one is overcompensating shoulders behind me. So if your weights are kind of floating behind you, that gives you a little cue what might be going on in your body. Yeah? Okay, squat. So take those hips back, find your heels. You just did when we were taking those steps. Push them into the ground and come up. Good. And inhale down. Big inhale. Good. Exhale. You're coming up with two heavy growlers, right? Your friends are just really into it. Good. That's it. Good. All right, so check on the way up. Keep connected to your heels all the way up so that you don't do this. Right now, I'm on my toes. Here, I'm back on my heels. Good. Okay, I want you to keep your chest up a little bit like you're facing a wall and you're trying to keep your nose from hitting the wall. Yeah, good. That's it. Good. Good. That's it. Shoulders still square. We want strong collarbones. Good. That's it. Good. I saw you set those shoulders, Eloise. Good. We got one more. Yeah, nice. Okay. So hand break. Hopefully you have weights that are heavy enough that your hands do need a break, right? Good. Yes. All right. Ta-da. Okay, then we're going to take just one weight. All right. And I'm going to start with it in your left hand. We're going to take a step to your right. Set the weight down to the outside. Push yourself up. Yeah, so this should feel a little bit like skater on the reformer. Pick that weight back up. Tail and spine are long. Stand up again. Down. Stand. Right? Good. Then pick it back up. Push the ground away. Good. What's nice about this is that each time you pick it up again, it feels heavy again. Versus if you just held on to it and kept going, your form tends to get a little messy. We kind of get lazy in there. This way, we're reminding ourselves each time to keep that booty back, to get your abs set up, right? Now, if the distance to the floor is far, so maybe your weight is very far, right? And you're finding yourself bending over to get it. Okay, so if that's you and your booty won't go down, you can either elevate your weight up on a block or come down, put it in the outside hand, stand up. And then come down, switch back to the inside hand, stand up. Yeah? Yeah, now really get your booty back for me, Eloise, because you are flexible. You could just windmill your way down. I want you to sit down like a one-legged squat. Yes, that's it, lady. Nice job. Good. Good. How many's that been? Has it been a lot? I don't think so.
Well, you've been talking.
Mark says, well, you've been talking. Good. Okay. If it feels like it's been a lot, then all we have to do is put that down the other side. Shake your shoulders. We should be starting to feel your mid back a little bit also. Good. And then we'll skate our way down. Reach across, pick it up. Good. And then down, so you can get all the way to the outside of that foot and come back up. And then just a reminder, might be different from side to side. So if you've got your booty all the way down on the other side, but it's not going all the way down this way, you can elevate your weight or put it in the outside hand, come up, then switch to the inside hand. Oh, you don't have to put it down, pardon me, because I don't want you to drop your back. You'll just switch carefully and then switch carefully. Yeah, yeah, there you go, yeah. So booty down, booty down. So right, yes, okay. Keep going, I'm just gonna show you side view, right? Think of the space from your sacrum to your mid-back to the back of your head. That should stay in a straight line as you go down. That means we have to hinge at these 3 points. So if you're finding yourself doing this, don't put the weight down, just do the hand transfer. Good, yes. Good, that's it. Get it down. Shh. That's right. Yeah, I think we have 2 more. Does that feel about even? So again, get your butt back for me, Kay. The one before that was really good. See if you can match it. Get way down. Bend your knee, bend your ankle, bend at your hip. That's it. Good. Yeah, and that should start to feel like you've been on a reformer, pushing the reformer out with your legs over and over. I hope. Good. All right, so then you're gonna take that nice heavy weight, bring it up to your chest, collarbones open. So I like to pull my elbows back, and for a moment I'll feel the weight pressing against my chest, right as close to the collarbones as I can get it. Yeah? Okay, so now, up high, up high, up high. Right up high, right at your collarbones, right by your sternum. Way up here, way up here. Keep going, okay, lift that weight higher. Higher, higher. So it should be right in front of you. Yep, can you bring it close to your body? There you go, okay, good. All right, now, all we're gonna do is step back. Now you're in a lunge, yes? We're gonna drop down, rotate to the side, back to center, come all the way forward. Same leg again. Step back. Keep your spine long, very long. I'm going to show you some wrong ways, and I'm not going to do it with a weight. Pretend I'm holding one. Here's me falling over to rotate. That's a no, right? If I'm keeping my spine long, you're on that spindle. Here's me pushing my hip out to rotate. No, I'm going to keep that hip in. Yes? That's it. Good. Can you do 2 more? Keep control of the hip. Keep long through the spine. Watch yourself. When you rotate, is your hip staying still? Are you pulling in this hip here? Oh, I like the self-awareness. Good. And then your arms might need a little break. You can let that go. Hands can go. Yeah, how are we doing, everybody? Okay? All right. So common places women fracture: hip, collarbone, and shoulder, right? So holding this heavy up here helps to get some of that along with spine, right? Get that bone density challenged there. Okay, so when you're ready, pick your weight up again. Get it up high, and then get your spine long. So again, I'm going to show you how I cheated. I first just rested it on my sternum. Now I'm going to lengthen my spine. It's still touching me here, right? Still close, but now my spine is long. Now we're ready to step back. So step back. Good. Get ready. Get your hips in gear as you rotate to the side. Spine is long. Back to the center. Good. And drive into that front foot. Yes. Nice return on that one, Eloise. Good. And you too, Kay. Good. Rotate. Good. Good. So if you're feeling your SI joint, and this goes especially to Franny, I'm going to show you that back view again. If I'm stepping back and I rotate and my whole hip moves, now I've twisted here. I want to keep this steady and keep my spine long. If I rotate and rotate off to the side, again, I'm putting stress across here. If I can stay tall, then it's just a normal spiral rotation, yeah? You can, good. That's right, move the rotation into your thoracic, into your rib cage. Keep your bottom half strong and heavy. Are these the last two? Yeah. Good. That's it. Good. Yes, nice. Okay, we can put that heavy weight out of your way for a little bit. Feeling okay? Shoulders loosey-goosey? Okay. So hopefully we'll have time to get back to hand weights before we're done, because I want to leave you as strong as possible for the next 3 weeks. So, well, we'll be in Europe, we'll be overseas, so, and we'll be with family. So my thought is to try to send you guys at least 1 or 2 workout videos while we're gone, because we don't know, the timing is we don't know the timing. I've got my dad and my daughters with me, so that's, you know, it's different. It's not just me and Mark. So we're rolling down, right? And when we're rolling up, we're pushing the back of our heel down and under. We're doing that little short foot exercise. And I want you to feel how that brings you up and supports your low back and your QLs as you roll up. On the way down, if you're feeling a little bit advanced today, you can grab the insides of your feet and pull your abdominals up away from those feet, just to give yourself one more little bit of length. Eloise, I bet you could do that. You're taking that pubic bone, belly button, and rib and pulling it away from the soles of your feet. And then that sensation will intensify the heels down. And then you can keep that sensation as you roll up. Yeah, and then I think this is probably your 4th one. Where's Kay? She's down. Okay, so we're gonna look at the screen back here. So then we'll, if that's your 4th one, come on out. Make your scap isolations. Pushing away, pulling together. And seeing if you can still picture yourself as a column so that the shoulder blades are going around you and not up and down you. And then you find that middle ground, that's your neutral shoulder. And then you're going to drop into a push-up. Inhaling as you go down. Exhale as you come up. And then just remember, you're welcome to come to a wall. You're welcome to come onto your knees, onto your furniture, right? And we're just looking for 6 good efforts, right? 6 good efforts. Could mean 4, could mean 8, but somewhere in that zone. And then you're welcome to sit back, pull that tail up as you sit back. Good, and then we'll walk those knees forward. All right, and then here we go. So we're going to start with a half roll back, feet staying flat on the floor today. I want you to push your heels down, exhale, round back. Good. Inhale, come up, because it's your first ones, you can grab on if you want, give yourself a little support and get that hip dialed forward. Good. Inhale, exhale, up. And so Suzanne, with your back, see if you put your hands on your shins on the way up and then just draw up through your abs gently, almost trying to not use your hip flexors. Yeah, we're trying to minimize your psoas so it doesn't tug on your QL so much. Good. Hi, Franny. Yeah. Oh no! Well, but thank God they double checked. I'm glad. I would be on that too. Good, and then one more. Good, all right. And then we're gonna roll halfway back, extend those legs out, pressing your heels down. Good. Now inhale, exhale, push your heels down, legs slide them back in. See if you can bring all the way to the tips of your toes, but putting a little energy downward. And then exhale out. Inhale, exhale, drag. This is when you should be rumpling your mat a little bit. That tells us how much downward pressure we're getting. That's it, good. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Did you feel it in your glutes? Yes, oops. It's hard to press down. You're right. It's hard to press down in this motion. This is, you see those people who flip their legs over and then are able to push their feet down and jump up in the air? This is the very beginning prep for that. Not that that's something we would ever do or as a goal, but if you picture in your head, you're back here and you're pushing down to try to get up. Yeah? All right. Let's roll ourselves all the way back down. So again, that's just teaching our abdominals and hip muscles and deep spinal muscles to kind of work in more equal amounts. We don't have to have all hip flexor to hold ourselves there. So on the mat, we get to extend those legs all the way out. Now we're going to roll all the way up. And this should feel easy in comparison. So if you're pushing the heels down, like you just practiced, and let yourself round all the way up, and then over. Good, stack up your spine, and then round it back down. As you're going, right, you're still pressing those heels down. My spine-minding friends, check your sacrums, right? The two hooks should be pretty even. Back and forth, back and forth. Good. And let's do one more. Every time you come up, he assumes you're coming to pet him. Good. All right. Come on, baby. All right, then we're just gonna inhale, exhale, come up, lifting your right leg. Push your left one down. Feel your right glute turn on to keep you from rolling. Come back down. Left leg comes up. Push your right heel down. Feel your left glute wrap in. Should keep you from rolling. Good. Inhale, exhale. Right leg up, left leg down. Right glute should be countering your left one. Yes. Good. Does that make sense, gang? I hear one yes. Any thumbs up? Any so-sos? Okay, another thumbs up. Okay, good. Thank you, Franny. Good. Yes. So this is exactly what I was talking about when we were doing the lunge earlier. And I said, mind that back hip, pull it in. You are using both hips to stay, both hips muscles, sides, both sides of your hips. Oh my gosh. To stabilize, yeah? All right. So now we're going to come into our bow, lift your right leg up into tabletop, grab it, lift a little higher. Now pull your left one further away from you while you also pull your right sits bone down. So we're not going to allow your back to hike up here. We're keeping that even space. The right leg is low on the ground. Reach it away, then find your left sits bones. Pull it away. Some of you, when you even out, will feel changes deep in the hip socket. You might find a different piece of your hip flexor turning on or shifting over the pubic ramus here. Take your time here. I want you to hold it, align it, feel it, then shift. Anyone noticing that when they straighten out their hip, right, here's what I'm going to show you this side, the leg turns in, right, the toe is in and the knee is out. If that's you, keep your sits bone and then bring the leg back into alignment. You will probably feel your deep obliques turning back on, your internal obliques. Yes? Yes? So you're reorganizing how you're stabilizing. Good. Good. All right. Go ahead and come down for a sec. Hope that all makes sense in your body. You guys are always welcome to say, Mona, none of this makes sense. I don't feel a single thing you're telling me. That's okay too, because then it helps me know how I've got to work to teach you better. All right. Crisscross. So taking a nice breath in. Exhale. Both legs come into tabletop. We're up in our bow. Now you can do it just as slow. When I go slow like this, I like to have my genie box arms. It just reminds me that I'm trying to stay straight across my pelvis as I twist. Inhale, exhale, shh, twist. So I'm not trying to shorten this side. I'm not trying to hike it up here, right? This bent leg sits bone is still pulling down the mat. Yes? The bent side, pull that sits bone down your mat. That side of your sacrum, remember your little triangle? Pull it down. And then you might notice, yes, look at your abs turn on more. Good job, lovey. Yes, you might, like Mark, notice your abs turn on more when you try to find that equal length. Good. And last one each side. Good. And then go ahead and pull those in. Wonderful. Good job. Extend your legs all the way out on your mat. Leg circles. Press your left heel down. Right leg comes to the sky. Check your sacrum. Check your waistline. Make both sides long. Then exhale down. Inhale up and around. Exhale down and across. Up and around. Pay attention to the side that has the leg in the air. So for me, that's the right. Can you keep pulling that sacrum away from your head? I know, right? Just wants to scrunch right up. You're going to keep it really long. Good. And then reverse direction. Keep pulling that sacrum down. Some of you will notice a little more inner thigh, medial quad, or even center quad turning on when you create that length, right? You're getting more support from that part of your leg. Good. When you get about 6 each way, then you can switch sides. So start with the leg that's down, pressing down. Lift your lifted leg. So now that happens to be my left. Set your sacrum. So some of you, if your right side is the side that really pops up, it might still pop up here. It might not be the lifted leg. So you check yourself which side is popping up. Get more even before you even start the motion. That's it. Keep pulling those hooks on your sacrum down your mat. Pull the hook on the base of your neck up to the other end of your mat. That's it. Come on, body. Stay long. And then, Suzanne, I'm going to challenge you to stabilize with your right arm down. Yep. That means you have to come back into your center a little more. Good. Yes, good job, gang. You can pull those knees into your chest. By working that way, you're working your abdominals on the front side and your spinal extensors on the back side, right? Everybody's working together to maintain that space and support it. Okay, so, let's open the feet to the corners of your mat. Arms come up to the sky, and we're going to come up for a spine stretch. So inhale, exhale, reach your legs away from you, push them away from you. Even as you come up, you're going to find your abs have to pull back in the opposite direction. Pull your legs from you. Pull your abs away from your toes. Good. And then stack up your spine. Good. And then just spine stretch forward again. Pull those abs back, back, back. Those of you who were here on Wednesday, I was so proud of you. Remember that drill you did with your hands here? Yes. That's it. So much better, right? Remember, you had to bend over this without squishing down. Yes, totally different. So pull those ribs back, okay? Pull those ribs back. Shh, right here. See how your rib is over your thigh? Bring it back over your hip and try to bend from above it. That's it. Pull it back, pull it back. Yes. Beautiful, Eloise. Good. That's it, Franny. I see you checking. Good. That's it. Yeah. Good. Yes. Right? Getting that thoracic motion. Okay. Now we're ready for a little open leg rocker. So scoop your belly back. Lift one leg then the other. See how that feels just to balance there. See if you can find a straighter spine. So let yourself pull your arms down on your legs so your spine gets a little longer. So you start in neutral. Then you, not me, are going to inhale back and then exhale, press into your legs and come up. Yeah? Inhale back, exhale, press. That's it. Good. Yay! Good job. That's cute. So if you can on the way up, push your legs truly into your hands and feel your upper body pull back the opposite way a little bit. Just like when we do rolling like a ball and I say, keep those arms tight. You're keeping those biceps strong. Same thing here. You're keeping yourself hugged in under your armpits. Yeah, and that keeps that cycle of abdominal work and pelvic work going together. Yeah? Okay. Good. All right. Then when you're ready, we're going to come down to the mat. And we're going to do, I'm going to probably kick you, Livy. I'm sorry. Okay. He goes, what are you doing? We're going to do our scissors and we're going to let ourselves have our side to side scissors. So if we get going, first enjoy your length. So now take this one a little slow today, right? So this is not just for fun, even though I think it is so fun. See if you are, again, keeping that length. Remember earlier when you did your single leg stretch and your twist, which side was the side that tended to shorten? For me, it's the right. So I'm actually keeping my hand on my hip to remind me, keep it long. Because in a moment, you're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then sweep onto your side. Can you check your top hip? Make sure it's long. And then 3, 2, 1, sweep onto your back. Did you stay long? 3, 2, 1 to the other side. Check your top hip, get it long. And then 3, 2, 1. Yeah? Good. That's it. Check your length, check your length. Good. Check your length, right? So now this is a little more advanced because you're in dynamic motion. You have to recover your length as quickly as you can. Good. And then if you're on your second side, then you can roll all the way over onto your belly. And you're ready for a little swan. I know. How's that for a fun little transition? I'm moving around so I can see you. That makes sense? How do you feel about finding your length? Okay. Yeah, good. Was it? Okay, so little swan, little swan. Oops. We just lost Eloise. Good, so we're gonna lift up. Inhale nice and big. Exhale, come on down. And again. So first just finding again, pulling your sacrum away from you. Not a tuck under, just feeling that bone pull down towards your heels and letting your neck spine pull the opposite way. That's it, good. Easy, so we're just floating up. We're not even using our hands yet. Just trying to find your own strength with your spine. Yeah, so nothing there, just resting there. No, look, Ma, no hands. Then the next one, we're gonna stay lifted in that little baby swan. Find your length from your sacrum to your head. Lift your hands up. Good, inhale, exhale. See if you can start taking your hands forward. The more forward they go, the more I want you to feel your glutes turn on. Your sacrum pull away from your hands. Bring the hands back in and down, then press up. Push, push, push. Good, that's it. And then come all the way back down. So this is why I want you to really start with that sense of length. Lift your sternum into baby swan. Inhale, exhale. Pull your sacrum away from your neck spine. Another breath. Exhale. Keep pulling it away as your arms go forward. You should feel all the muscles around your spine wrapping, the muscles around your hips on. Hands come back down. Press. Lift. Yeah, good. And then back down. Good. Can we do 2 more rounds like that? Everyone feeling okay? Anyone need some help with it? All right. Good. Keep pulling the sacrum. Well, hello. You're a funny boy. He's a funny boy. All right, and then sit back in a nice little child's pose. He knew exactly where my hand was gonna land and put his little self underneath it. Precious. Alrighty. Let's see what time is it? Okay, good, perfect. Perfect timing. Okay, so now we're gonna take ourselves either onto hands or forearms for a little quadruped work. You're also welcome to stand at a wall if that feels better, or on furniture, yeah, with your support coming from something less extreme than the floor. That's A-okay. Hands, you will be working similarly if you're working on forearms. The difference with forearms is you need to lift your leg so it is in line with your spine. So if I start here on my hands and then lower myself down, see how my leg didn't move? It's got to be up here. Yeah? So on your forearms will put more work into your glutes, but it also puts more work into your shoulder, at the front top of your shoulder. So if you're still working on that shoulder stability, I would rather you be on hands before you drop down to forearms. Okay, because all we're gonna do is lift and lower that leg, right? So we start nice and easy, and every time you lift, you're gonna reach the both sides of your sacrum back. Let's see if I can show you that. No. Try so you can see what my sacrum is doing. So here's me sitting to the side. Here's me looking centered. Here's me lifting both sides. That's pretty subtle. So again, here's me sitting to the side. Here's me more centered. Here's me lengthening the sacrum away from my head. That last piece is more subtle, but I feel it internally. A little more space in the low back. Yeah. That's right. I see you, Kay, bringing that left hip in. Do that again. Getting that. Yes. Now take it long. Good. Okay. Because then we're going to just take, I'm going to give myself a little tilt here. Holding that leg up. Hip is centered. Now take it to the outside. Bring it across. So especially if you are in the low position, I want you really working the length on both sides. I don't know if that's visible. Here's me curled up, right? My hip is out to the side. My waist is curled up. Here's me still curled up and centered. Here's me more centered. So just being centered doesn't mean you're not shortening where you don't have to. Does that make sense? I want you to find that even length on both sides. So Suzanne, when you bring that right leg out, keep the right sits bone pulling away from you. Yes, better. Good. Yes. So as it comes to your right, keep it long, long, long. That means your left side's going to have to work harder. Good. Good. Nice. Nice, you guys. Okay. And then if you are down, come up onto your hands. Now you're going to open to the side. Look at you in a kneeling star. Beautiful. Now see if you can make a little circle. You want to be light on this hand. Your idea is that you could almost take it off the ground and balance, right? Almost, right? Almost. So you're lifting this waistline while we make a circle here. Good. That's it. Good. And then we'll circle the other way, trying to keep that leg high up off the ground. I know. Good. Go and lift your waist. Get lighter on your hand. That's it. Good. Last breath. Whee! Nice job. All right. Gently lower yourself all the way down. Not nap time, but almost. Take your top leg behind you and then roll your top hip forward and then just lift that bottom leg up. Yeah. So this hip, I want you to consciously push it forward. Notice how that makes my knee come forward. Yours might too if you are shallow hipped like me. Some of you have crazy open hips. I do not. But either way, push this hip forward. Yep, really, it's going to feel hard. Some of you are going to feel like you're arching your back. That tells you where you've been compensating to try to get your leg and hip in place. Yes, I see that. Good. I see that, Kay. Good. That's nice. Good. Yep, bring that hip way forward, Eloise. More. Yes, you and me both. I know. Seeing that top knee drops, that's okay. We just have to live with that. Good. Good. Last two. And last one. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Then we get to just roll over onto our backs. And we're going to do a hip bridge before we start the other side. So collarbones open, find your heels, round your spine up off the mat. Big inhale, exhale, feel the two sides of you pulling down. Notice who tips down, who tips up. See if you can even it out. That's it, nice. Inhale, exhale, ribs down, hips roll. Good. Inhale, exhale, ribs down, hips roll. Keep the ribs coming with you, don't let them pop. Good. Inhale, exhale, ribs down, hips. Nice. Feel good? All right, last one. Nice. Okay. So we are going to go to the other side. We're letting ourselves roll up. so that we can swing our legs around and come on to all fours. And we are ready to lift that other leg. So remember all the same things. You can be on hands, you can be at forearms, you can be at wall. The big deal is that I want you to first just work on the length down your spine, right? So it's sliding that leg back, lifting and lowering. That's it. Now I'm already cheating. I can see that my opposite elbow is bent. I want it pushing me toward this right side. So think, my right side was the side that tended to get short, right? Tended to hunch up. If this is also yours, right? You want to have that extra mindfulness of all the little power leaks that could be happening as you adjust and try to correct it, to try to make it longer. Like, oh, hip hiking. That's it. Now I'm going to drop down and give myself a little bit more work. Can you do 2 more? Keeping that length going. Good, and then that leg crosses your center. And then to the outside. Keeping the waist really long on both sides. Notice when it crosses, what happens to the receiving side? Do you need to unhook that hip, right? Let it get back long again. As you open to the outside, what happens to that receiving side? That makes sense? Do you have a question, Franny? You need me to show it differently? Okay. Okay, just checking. Yes, how are we? Good? All right, you ready to come to your side? So if you're down, so some of you are sitting up. What's going on? We're gonna come up, keep that leg in place, collarbones open, and then open up into your star. Dun, 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 you're a star. And now you're gonna make little ovals in space. So we started with that leg level with our hip, right? We keep it at least level with our hip on the side. That makes sense? Yes, that's it. And we're circling up from here. Good. That's it. Spine's long. Good. And then let's reverse. Good. Put in the plant. That's it. Good. Light on your hand. Light on your hand. Your waistline is lifting you up. Good. Good. Nice. All right. Bring that on in. Whew. Good job. Face the ground. Drop your knees forward. Toes tuck under so the toe pads are down. Chest is up high. You're in down stretch. Pulling yourself up away from your hands as much as you can. Good. Then take a nice breath. Exhale. Pull your heels back until you're in a plank. Good. And then take another breath. Exhale, elephant, open dog, down pike, open pike, down dog, whoop, tails up. That's it, good. All right, and then walk your hands towards your feet. Soft legs, find your heel, press through your heel, feel that short foot happen and round yourself up. All right, grab your weights for your arms. Yes, something light to medium that you could hold up here. So friends, still managing spine support. Go lighter, right? Your spine support is more important. You can always build this strength in once you have that down. So finding your standing position, heels in parallel, make your short foot, collarbones open. That's it, good. Ribs over hips, good. Both sides of your sacrum pulling down, The hook at the back of your neck pulling up. Bicep curl. Good. Elbows stay still as you unhinge. So watching your elbow. I don't want to see the elbows pull back. None of that. You're going to keep that elbow right there in place. Yes. So we actually load the front of your arm. Good. That's it. Keep giving me that sacral spinal length, right? 2 directions. Good. Nice. Good. One more. Good. Now hold them here. Rotate your left hand forward. Punch it forward. Lift your spine. Good. Bring it back in. Elbow tucks. Other side. Rotate. Punch it forward. Bring it back in. Good. Rotate. Punch forward. Good. All right. So start watching yourself. Can you notice if this is you? Say no, please. Or say yes, you notice, and now you're going to address it. So if this is you, if you find yourself bending backwards away from your weight, lift your back of your spine up more. Send that work into your abdominals. Better. That's better. Good. That's it. Come on. Make your spinal extensors work along with your abdominals and pelvic core. Good. That's it. One more. Nice. Good. Palms face in. Lift your elbows up. Now open those arms out. Open the chest. Good. And then bring them together. See if you can squeeze the elbows toward each other. Lift the weights up. Bring them back just to 90 degrees. Open. Shoulder blades on. Back together. See if the elbows will come together. Press up. Good. Open. Good. So now you have an idea of what you're doing with the arms. Let's check in what's going with the rest of the body, right? So if I get here and I'm arching my back, that's a no. Ribs stay over hips. If I get here and I'm leaning backwards, that's a no, right? We're trying to hold that spine line. Yeah? That's it. Will you have to drop into your heels a little more? Sorry, I opened my elbow so I could see you. Maybe, right? You got to feel those feet a little bit more to give the spine a little boost. Good. Last one. Last one. Good. And open. Good. Take those weights palm in, press them up to the sky, bring them together, drop them behind your head, elbows forward, shaving the head. Okay, so I see hips out here. Bring them back. Bring your ribs back. That's it. Good. Pull your sacrum down away from your neck spine. So here's me not. Here's me doing it. Not doing it. Yeah? Yes. Right? Pull that sacrum down. Pull the neck spine up. The base of your neck spine. Lift it. Good. That's it. Good. So Suzanne, really think of this bump right here. Lifting. Pull that up. There you go. Yes. Good. How many is that? Does that feel like 8, 12, 25? It feels like all of that. Good. Good. All right. Go ahead and bring those arms carefully down. Weights down. Good. Palms face down. We're going to hinge and just lift those arms a little bit. See if your collarbones can stay open. Press through the ground. Come up. Good. And again, hinge. Find your length. Lift your arms just a little bit. Good. Good. That's it. And so I have my palms facing down. Yep, palms facing down, like the weight, like I'm going to drop it into somebody's hand behind me. So instead of up and back, palm faces the ground. So flip your hands over, Kay. There you go. Palms facing, yeah. So for some of us, that's going to feel instantly heavier, right? Because we have to use more of that mid-back. We can't use as much as the upper trap. Good. No swinging. Use your hips. Yep, hinge your hips. So, okay, give me a tail lift. And keep your arms slightly behind you. There you go. And then come up. Yes, nice, Eloise. Good, good, you guys. Yes, all the way around the room. Beautiful. Beautiful people. All right, let's put your weights down safely out of your way where you will not conk your head on them or trip on your toes on them. Fantastic. Take those arms up. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull it down. Good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Big. Exhale. Lift up on that exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Lift up. Good. All right. Let's take that to windmill. So arm up. Circle all the way around. Look at that backhand. Bring it forward. Good. Big inhale. Exhale as it comes around. Your first ones, yes, you can let your hips go with it. Just go for as far as you can reach back. And then the next ones, we'll bring back our Pilates discipline, right? So heels are gonna reach down. Then it might limit how far you can go. That's okay. But you are lifting up and out of that rotation. Yeah? Good? Good. How do we feel? Good? All right. Let's do a little Martha Graham, back of hands together. Good. Slide your hands away from you. Scoop your belly in. Pull yourself back away from those fingers. Good. And then lift and open. So if you have something sturdy, you can instead grab onto that. So for example, I've got my TRX. You can take that, hang off of that, and then pull down and lift your chest. Or you could use the handles and hang off your handles. And the same thing, pull open. Same thing if you have Pilates stick, a kitchen sink. Yeah, it should feel good. And then up. Good. Side bend to your right. All the way over. Reach down. Now check. I've shifted my hips. So I've shortened this side. I'm going to level out and then lengthen up a little more. So check you. Yes. Good. Good. And then all the way up other side. So again, if we just went for the stretch here, that means I've shortened this a lot and I'm really torqued in my little SI. So level out, then look for the length again. And you can see how much happier that looks in my body than this. Yeah? Good. I hope it feels it in your body. Good. All the way up, push those hands back, swan dive. Let's call this taking a bow because you did such a good job. And then drop your head, find your feet, be a ragdoll as you round up, letting your abs lift you. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna miss you. I know, you're just back. So you guys, I'm gonna say this again. You are so welcome, if you have Zoom, to use the share screen function. And if you want to make content library dates with one another, you have my total permission for someone to share the screen so that you're all following the workout together. Does that make sense? You are welcome. I encourage you. It's more fun to do it with somebody else. And if that helps you stay on it, please do. Okay? No copyright. You do it. I would rather have you move. Yes? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Hopefully I'll have time to send you a little something while we're away to keep you motivated. We have a nurse and her husband are gonna dog sit for us. I'm a little nervous because they've only met him once, and our previous dog sitter who we were in love with got her own dog. So I know, how dare she? Because she was fabulous. Bye, Eloise. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, I am thankful for you guys. Seriously. What wonderful people. Just a joy. Thank you. And my dad. I know. Like I said, if I come back looking battered, it's I hope so. Pray for me. That's what I keep telling everybody. Please send me good prayers. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I do too. Mwah.